Hello, in this video I'm going to be doing an update on Windows 11 and using it as an audio workstation. I've been using it for a few months now and mostly everything's been okay, but there are a few things about it that I really just don't like. The main thing being how the start menu now functions. So basically there's no more sections. Previously I could have had a section for internet related apps, another section related to just audio related apps, utilities, all that kind of stuff. But now it's all just one zone. It's only got 3 rows. You can't resize it. You have to basically scroll through all your apps to get the apps that you want. Then on this bottom section, they had a recently used files section, which for me just raised privacy concerns. So if I'm screen sharing or screen capturing like I am now, I don't necessarily want people to be looking at my personal files. So I disabled that, and instead of this section disappearing and giving more real estate to apps, it replaced it with this recommended section, which is, as far as I'm concerned, is just totally pointless and a waste of space. So yeah, start menu is kind of rubbish. Definitely a step backwards from Windows 10 as far as I'm concerned. Then the other major thing is the context menus. So in order to get to, say, 7-zip, I have to click more options and then I have access to 7-zip. Whereas before, I would have just right-clicked and it would have been around here somewhere. So thankfully, back in the Windows 8 days, I bought a program called StartAllBack, which allowed you to bypass the horrible tiles in Windows 8. And when I went to look at StartAllBack, which is the Windows 11 version, they generously offered me an upgrade price of $299 to the version that supports Windows 11. So what that means is that I can restore a Windows 7 style start menu. So when I enable that here, then I have all my most used apps that I can pin here, and then I can get all programs and see whatever. So that is a massive improvement, much better workflow than it was. One program that currently isn't working is Sound ID Reference. It'll load up okay, and it'll load up at startup in Windows, and it'll be in the taskbar, but it doesn't actually process any sound, even when you've got it set up correctly. So at the minute, I'm just waiting on an update on that, which is a bit of a bummer because I do like to watch movies and stuff with the calibrated speakers. Another cool thing about StartAllBack is that they allow you to have classic context menus. So there you go, 7-zip is back where it should be. And also your task manager and things like that are back the way they were, where you can right click on the taskbar and get task manager again. Not that that was a huge deal because you could do it from here, but having more options on the taskbar is definitely welcome. But yeah, StartAllBack. If you're on Windows 11, if you don't have the choice or you've upgraded and you can't go back, I would say definitely install that. If for no other reason but to let Microsoft know that you're not happy. I'm sure they are aware that people have switched to a different style, or switched back to an older, more functional style, where you actually have to use less clicks to get where you want to go. But apart from that, everything's running fine. I actually think that the StartAllBack is snappier and a bit more responsive than the typical standard Windows 11 experience, which is quite interesting. I have a feeling that, similar to Windows 8, Microsoft at some point will backtrack these ideas and give you back a more functional start menu. But they're very stubborn too, so maybe not. But yeah, hopefully that has helped out somebody, and I'll be back with more videos soon. Cheers.